What you are going to see now, important tables about the story of the Bible Code, how they started, what was found by whom. So what you are going to see now is the beginning of the finding of the Bible Code. It was found by me and developed by Professor Rips. So what you are going to see in the table is the following. When we begin code Torah, and Yaniv was a person who advertised it, from whom Professor Rips and Doron Haralik heard about it. So this table will show us when it started, when it began, this is called Torah, and the date coming next to it is 5736, which is 1976, which is the time that Professor Rips and Doron Witzen heard about it. Now what you will see here in this table just now coming is those words, and the skip is 632 from letter to letter. Amazingly, this is the gematria of the Hebrew word codes. Unbelievable, which is the plural of the word sofen, meaning. So let us see now this amazing table which I found with the addition of Professor Rips, which was exactly the beginning of the appearance of phenomena of the Bible Code. So this is the table. So in the table you see here in green, Yachel, we start code Torah. And by whom? Yaniv. Well, Yaniv. So the sentence, once is the Torah, with Yachel code Torah, amazingly parallel to it the year, you see here, 5736, 1976. Unbelievable phenomena discovery. And this is what Professor Rips described, the scientific explanation. The cylinder size is 632, as we mentioned before. This table asks the question, when will Torah codes begin? In the table is answer, Yaniv will begin Torah code in 5736, which is 1976. So this was found by Rabbi Glazerson and Professor Rips. Unbelievable, very significant table telling us about the beginning of the Bible Code. This is another table, was done by Professor Robert Haralik, Ruben Meir Haralik, and also as in it the verse code on 5736, and you have more here, the end of days above, all explanation about it, what it means, the end of days above, we brought it. But this is a table in which you see this word. You see in yellow code, and minimal in the Torah, 8 option above, 5736. And this is what the Zohar says. It means that we brought the Zohar by the Gloria. This is Kes Ayamin, the end of days above. It means not yet clearly shown down, but this is the end of days. So on this, Professor Haralik says, the cylinder side produced and so on, ELS, it means equilateral sequence. So the most important that Professor Haralik says that the statistic, of this finding produced by the Torah text is 6.0 to 100,000. Very significant no doubt, and adds to what we saw before by Professor Rips. So this idea that the Bible code are the great discovery from the year 8 Tafshin Lamed Vav, 5,736. Now this year, 36, has a lot in Kabbalah. We wrote a whole book about it with Professor Rips in Hebrew, with Zaralik in English. But this is additional things that we'll discuss about it later. But now we want to show the tables telling us the story of the Bible code. So let us carry on now. This is another table, the program of Professor Zaralik. And in this table we are going to see the word Kes Chosher, and of darkness, from the year 5736, 1976, concealed in it name of God. So these are the words, Kes Chosher, yeah, from the year 5736. Then, again, Professor Zaralik explained this finding. There's a cylinder size produced by the source so-and-so, with the expected number of ELS equal, let us think, and set to 50, interesting, 50 gates of understanding. This is related to do with the cause. And then the conclusion of it is that the population would produce a table as small as one produced by the Torah text is 14 to 100,000, 1.4 to 10,000. Definitely very highly statistic. And again, all to do with the date starting of the code 5736, which is end to darkness, definitely, because darkness is a situation where you cannot see things properly. But by having the codes clearly showing us what is happening and why it's happening. Very important messages in this. So the darkness like disappears with the Bible code. By the way, things which is in this table, I did not show it, but it's written as a letter, Son of David will redeem us. Okay, it comes in another place. But unbelievable, another very significant table, 14 to 100,000. Clearly showing there's the end of darkness, end of days, right? All these are connected to the end of days when we are now. This is another table which was found by Doron Wistung with some additional words which I found. So what Doron Wistung found? Unbelievable. Once in the Torah, a sentence telling us, Yiru beveru, they will see clearly. What they will see clearly? Eden code, it's black, Eden code in my Torah, the Torah T. Amazing. Once in the Torah, every 50 letters, very likely to do with the 50 gates of understanding, and telling us that they will see in future hidden code, exactly what the prophet Zephaniah said. Yeah, if you followed my YouTube, I show clearly it. And it is in Zephaniah 3, verses 8 and 9, or 8, 5, very 8, 6. Very interesting that those verses are speaking about terrible situation in the world, wars and so on, even Gog and Magog. And then come a verse which said, then I will pour on the world pure language, which is Hebrew and so on. So this is exactly what the codes tell us. Yiru beveru, they will see in future Eden code in my Torah. No, what is the date, when it will happen? Good question. So let us see the dates I found. The first thing I found, the date when the research of the code started, which is 5736. It appeared few times here, in fact, yeah? Which you saw before, clearly indicating to this date. Then, when you look more into it, you have the date of the Tafshinayin Vav, 5776, the time that the documentary with Richard Shaw came out, and also, by the way, this is here, a very significant year. And then you have here riffs, a little bit big skip, but riffs appears here for bottom to this. Then you have here again the date 5736, right? And this is part of a whole book we did with Professor Rips, the Naralik, end of 2 days, of 2 years. No, when Joseph was released, a date which really indicates to the phenomena of the course. This is a story in itself that we explain about it, and very, very interesting. So again, fits with the idea of the Bible code that they will be revealed in future, as the prophecy of Zephaniah says. This is very important, really, article about the codes. Doron Wisdom, Professor Rick, together with Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, he testified that the Rabbi Auerbach not only gave his unequivocal approval of the codes, but also strongly encouraged the use of this material in Kiruv Rechokim in outreach. Numbers of prominent Rashi Yeshivas and Rabbanim have personally sat through course presentation at our Discovery Seminar. Among those who have attended and gone on record and support the use of codes for outreach, Kiruhim, Rav Yaakov Weinberg, Rav Shmuel Karnetsky, Rav Moshe Einemann, and Rav Israel Meir Kagan. In fact, Mr. Errol Gens, a former senior cryptologic mathematician with the United States National Security Agency for 28 years, has also an interesting story of all this. Interesting to see more words of the rabbinical support of the course. And this is a number of contemporary Gdolim, great rabbis and Torah sages, have repeatedly given their strong support for the use of course for Kiruv Rechokim for outreach tool. Included in the prominent group is the renowned Jerusalem posek, and Rabbi and Shlomo Fisher, in addition to his own 1989 posek list stating that it is a mitzvah to teach God. Rabbi Fisher recently also issued a public letter for it. Yeah. So it means we have many other also, Rabbi Silvan and others, about the importance and great mitzvah to advertise and to choose a cause with a clear proof that rise from heaven. Some other very important scientific figures in the scientific world is Professor Percy Dachkowitz, and anybody who learns statistics knows his name. Famous professor of statistics and member of the National Academy of Science of America. So this is what he said about the Bible code. We agree that this research, if borne out, I said a long time ago, but I think now it's already borne out, is of broad scientific interest and has important implication for our way of thinking about our physical world. It is not only a matter of biblical studies. Yeah, this is what very highly famous Professor Percy Dachkowitz. There is another professor, Atzmon, a great revelation that clouds even Copernicus' revelation if there is substance to this research. Then the foundation of the human way of thinking experienced strong change. But this was later, so a long time ago, so no doubt that is a great change now, especially that it was recognized scientifically. It is known that Bible code was recognized scientifically, even if it works according to scientific rule, minimal best meeting, etc., which I show in my tables. It's interesting, really, in the end of the verse of Professor Asmon, he says amazingly, he says that if there is substance to this research, then the foundation of the human way of thinking will experience strong tremors. It is like this, but the Satan does not allow it because people don't want to keep the Torah, to keep the Sabbath, Jews, and purity of life, men and women, and all sorts. But things were changed, no doubt, and from the time, of the Sixth Day War, Yom Kippur, what's going now, people start thinking and really see that this phenomenon is not simple at all. In fact, we gave seminars on this topic, highly successful ones, seminars that we did, Los Angeles, New York, and London. We are launching Bible Code seminars and lecture on the subject. This is what we said before, but now, it is already a long time after those seminars, but still, if really people want to understand more about the codes, so let us call our site, my site, Glazerson, .com, or my email, mglazerson @aol.com. If you are interested to do something, so we'll try to see what we can do. But in the past, we did this kind of seminar, was very successful. New York, Los Angeles, London. So what I show you was a little bit of very important tables was done by Professor Ralik, Professor Rips. We clearly show that the phenomena of the Bible codes is very divine and not at all simple. There are many, many more. And we hope definitely that we will be recognized fully by all the world soon.